Ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. Scheduled for 8 rounds among heavyweights. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real. Nichols' ring walk, not exactly full of fanfare or intensity. Joe Frazier's ring walks have become the stuff of legend, and you can see the intensity on his face.
In the blue corner, fighting out of Atlanta, Nichols. His adversary. His professional record stands at 32 wins, 27 by way of knockout, and 4 defeats. Hailing out of Beaufort, Smoking Joe Frazier.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. When a high stamina fighter is fighting another guy who's very well conditioned, is there any tendency for maybe some doubts to creep into his mind?
Yeah, there always are. Because you always want to have the edge. We're human beings. Boxers are no different. They want to say they have a little edge in that area. But they need to know that this is exactly what they're ready to do.
Nichols is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Able to get rid of that one. A well-placed overhand right. Good flush shot by Nichols. Halfway through round number 1. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Oh, what a whiff by Kobe Nichols. Blocks that belt line well. And now he scores well with a straight right. Nice block by Joe Frazier. He just missed that shot up top. Fires off that hook. Gets rid of that body shot. Jab followed by the straight by Joe Frazier. Nichols is on the bad end of a big hook upstairs. That's a flush shot, banking away those body shots with the left hand. And this round comes to an end. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Frazier's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady, the same attitude, as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Right to the head with that right. Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
by Joe Frazier. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Good solid right hand by Joe Frazier. Nichols is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. What concerns you when you're standing opposite Joe Frazier?
Joe Frazier, everything about him, his attitude, his discipline, his left hook, his ability to keep going from bell to bell.
Look at that combination by Joe Frazier. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. You see the defensive guard of Joe Frazier there. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round.
Pick up the speed, all right? Pick up the speed. Nice work on the inside. Good job. Keep that up.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride. Punch. Oh, that uppercut got him badly. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Scores well to the head with the right hand. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Didn't get it done going to the body there. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Oh, and the right hand comes into play by Nichols. Nichols is feeling the effects now of that hook. And now you can see him utilizing the jab.
You know, a lot of times you see a guy on the outside bouncing around, staying away. You understand the use of a jab. But when you're coming forward, you have to come forward with a cover. And that jab, that's the cover.
Get your hands up.
He missed with that headshot. Nichols is tagged by that powerful hook.
Nice.
He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. And round 3 comes to an end.
You gotta give me the double jab. You're not giving me the double jab. You're only giving me one jab at a time, okay? You got that? Okay, beautiful. Nice.
Nichols is ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on. He got rocked earlier in this fight. I don't see him changing much up, Teddy. Would you be advising him that now is time for an adjustment?
Well, you have to have a plan B, maybe even a plan C when you come into it. Maybe he doesn't have one. Now, if he doesn't have one, you're not going to tell him to start changing up, because then you're basically saying, I don't know what to do, but, you know, we're in trouble.
Not able to land the headshot. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Frazier's opponent is having a field day, Teddy. That left hand lands again.
Well, he keeps moving the wrong direction. He needs to move away from that punch.
Halfway through this round. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. Very accurate with the overhand right. Nichols is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. The left hand coming into play by Joe Frazier. Good biting, snapping shot by Nichols. There's a straight right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. And that's the end of round 4. Frazier's cut man is going to earn his pay for sure. That is a bad gash.
And I'm wondering what he's using in there. You know, you can only use certain things, Avitine, adrenaline, and thrombus. I'm wondering if he's using illegal things right now, because that's the kind of cut that tempts you to use crazy glue.
Nichols' speed, to me, Teddy, is clearly the biggest difference we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, but there's ways to take away speed. One is to go downstairs to the body and start to discourage the guy a little bit. You know, take some of the air out of those sails.
Wow, a big flush blow, the left hand by Joe Frazier. A solid, true uppercut by Kobe Nichols. Precision work with the left hand by Nichols. You can see him timing that double jab to the head. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Oh, that's a big hook right there. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Kobe Nichols. Tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Able to dismiss it. A solid uppercut by Kobe Nichols. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Joe Frazier. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. Frazier's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. And round 5 comes to an end. You can have the best game plan in the world, but when your eye shuts closed like that, everything changes.
But one thing doesn't change, Joe, and that's the mentality of a warrior. You find a way. You do not give in. You find a way. You concentrate harder, and you see with that one eye what you need to see.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Uppercut. He's in bad shape. Nice work with the overhand right. Frazier's thinking right now that he's doing a good job defensively, but it's really not the case, Teddy. Every so often, you will see a punch split that guard.
Yeah, he's just standing there. First of all, the gloves, he needs to extend them just a little bit away, so as you said, those punches, you know, are going to force their way through to the target, which they're doing right now. They're getting down to him. They're getting through to him.
Nichols' right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Halfway through round 6. That right hand over the top lands flush.
Keep working the bottom.
Frazier's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Commits to the straight right. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Good jab by Joe Frazier. Downstairs with a right hand.
You're doing great.
He got a lot into that uppercut. Nice work by Joe Frazier. Brings a big power punch. It landed well.
Well, we were talking about getting into the kitchen. He went in there and he tore apart that kitchen.
Well, you can just mark down another round for him there with this accurate, precise punching. How does his opponent escape from that?
You got to use feints. You know, feints is really the Achilles heel to timing. I mean, you feint him and you throw his timing off. You let him think something's coming, and guess what? It's not coming.
Come on, kids.
Good block by Joe Frazier. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand.
Uppercuts on the inside. One, two.
Scored well up top. Nichols is very much being tested here, even though he's likely up on the scorecards. He's getting a real test here.
Yeah, Joe, testing was tough.
Did you see that? He just went down. The infighter went out, and now he went down.
Hey, it's okay to go out, but go out the side door. He went out the front door, and as you said, maybe paying the ultimate price.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Joe Frazier going to try to get himself right back in this fight again after being knocked down. At the halfway point of round 7. Well, his opponent got away from that uppercut.
You got this. You got this one.
Good double jab by Nichols. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Kobe Nichols.
Nice.
Nichols is jammed by an uppercut. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Kobe Nichols. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. Frazier's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away.
Head up front. You have this one, okay? Be smart in the last round.
This has been more of the same as we start round number 8. Nichols has been on top of things from the opening bell throughout, leading on your scorecard every step of the way.
Well, his opponent is fighting like he has Velcro attached to his forehead. I mean, the punches are sticking to him. He's catching everything.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Frazier's doing what happens to many who have been hurt. And he was stunned. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Joe Frazier really rocked that time by that power punch that put him down.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
Frazier's able to get up. Teddy, I question, though, if he'll be able to go on. What does he have to do?
Well, he's got to know what to do, but what not to do. Don't use your legs. Don't try to move because that's the inclination. Get on your bicycle when you've been hurt. No, the bicycle's not there. You got flat tires. What you got to do is grab on the inside, clear your head.
A stinging uppercut by Kobe Nichols.
Keep your body off the rope.
A A solid left hand by Joe Frazier. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. Right hand downstairs. Little head hunting with the left. Big shot there. Frazier's down. He may soon be out. This fight could be over. Look at this. Nichols' hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner, Nichols.
That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
That does it from ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us.
In rain clouds, I move like a quiet storm. No shroud, stand proud. Why should I conform? Beyond the norm, I exceed the hype. Beyond all the in the stereotypes. Throw this in your stereo. This is my life. When the day's so dark, you